Have you ever wondered why you think and act the way you do? Or why your brother or sister, despite growing up in the same household as you, respond to a certain event differently? Nothing answers those questions better than the theory of the four temperaments. It explains differences in people, their tastes, their creative capabilities, their strengths and weaknesses. It explains why some people conflict with others and why others are attracted to each other. There are four basic temperaments: sanguine, choleric, melancholic, and phlegmatic. If you want to know your temperament, click the link below and take the test. In this Everyday Learner video, I will discuss to you the strengths, weaknesses, and habits of a sanguine. Let's get started. Sanguines have a warm, lively, and energizing personality. They exude joy to people around them. They are so outgoing, they are considered super extroverts. Sanguines love people, so they have a lot of friends. They are also in the habit of making others feel welcome in a social gathering. Strengths of a sanguine: great storytellers. Want to hear what happened when you were not around? Ask a sanguine to tell you the story, and you will feel as if you were there. Because of their emotional nature, sanguines can bring a story to life with their exaggerated gestures and lively reenactments. Warm and welcoming. Sanguines have the ability to respond to others instantaneously. If a sanguine catches another person looking at him, he always responds with a nod, a wink, or a greeting. A sanguine's laughter can fill the room, and his loud voice keeps the party going. The outgoing, hand-shaking, back-slapping customs of the cheerful sanguine stem basically from his genuine love for people. He enjoys being around others, sharing in their joys and sorrows, and he likes to make new friends. No one makes a better first impression. Optimistic. Sanguines easily forget the past and are seldom frustrated or fearful of future difficulties. They are easily inspired to engage in new plans and projects, and their boundless enthusiasm often carries others along with them. If yesterday's project has failed, they are confident that the project they are working on today will definitely succeed. Compassionate. One of the greatest assets of a sanguine is that he has a tender, compassionate heart. No one responds more genuinely to the needs of others than the sanguine. He is able to share the emotional experiences, both good and bad, of others. The sincerity of a sanguine is often misunderstood by others. They are deceived by his sudden changes of emotion, and they fail to understand that he is genuinely responding to the emotions of others. Weaknesses of a sanguine: lack of discipline. Sanguines are voted most likely to succeed in college, but often fail in life. Their tendency to be weak-willed and undisciplined will finally destroy them unless it is overcome. They are prone to start a project and then fail to finish it because they are easily distracted by other things. They tend to be late at meetings and would not get reprimanded just because they are liked by the people in the group. Disorganized. Sanguines are notoriously disorganized and always on the move. They seldom plan ahead but usually take things as they come. They rarely profit by past mistakes. Wherever a sanguine works or lives, things are in a disastrous state of disarray. He can never find his stuff, even though they are right where he left them. A sanguine's home, bedroom, closet, and office are disaster areas unless he has someone willing to pick up after him. Insecure. Behind that super extroverted personality that frequently overpowers other people, giving him a false reputation as a very self-confident person, a sanguine is really quite insecure. Their fears most often arise in the area of personal failure, rejection, or disapproval. A sanguine uses humor to cover up his failures, or he could invent a story or embellish the truth just to seem that he knows what he is talking about. Eating habits. Sanguines eat everything in sight, and usually it shows. In a restaurant, they so enjoy talking that they almost never look at the menu until the waitress arrives. Driving habits. Sanguines are erratic drivers. Sometimes they speed, then for no apparent reason lose interest in driving fast and slow down. They're so people-oriented that they want to look you in the face when talking, even while driving. Shopping. Sanguines are not price-conscious, but select for visual satisfaction. They're drawn by colorful packaging or bright-colored clothes or shoes. In the grocery store, theirs is the most overloaded cart. Study habits. Sanguines, unless endowed with a high IQ, are not usually good students. They can be if they are motivated because they're often bright enough, but they are very restless and undisciplined. They have a short interest span and anything can be a distraction. Really, anything. To gain their interest, the teacher should employ games and videos that could spark their imagination. Child discipline. Everything a sanguine does in life is spontaneous, and discipline is usually no exception. He is loud in his instruction, and a woman sanguine is apt to be a screamer. Since sanguines are not disciplined themselves, their threats are rarely carried out, so the child knows he never has to answer the first time he is called or told to do something. A child of a sanguine waits until the pitch of the scream or the volume of the call gets to a certain intensity before he does what he is told. When it comes to spanking, sanguines usually do it immediately, while they are angry or frustrated, or they probably won't do it at all. Their tender heart and forgiving spirit make delayed punishment no punishment. Their leniency leads to permissiveness, which in turn encourages lawlessness. And inconsistent parents usually raise inconsistent children. One thing is commendable about sanguines. After they have disciplined their child, they take time to love and comfort them. Another thing about these fun-loving people is that they will often take time to play with their children, particularly as they get older. Do these descriptions fit you or someone you know? Share this video to them. If you learned something from this episode, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified as we post new videos like this one every week. This is Everyday Learner. Understand something new today.